UNLV was unable to get into an offensive situation where they could run the offense they wanted to get the people involved that they wanted.
And they start off with another one. 7 blocks on the night, and we have just started set number 2. You talked about spread the ball offensively. Rogers did an outstanding job. 4 different players, 3 kills.
Yeah, very, very, very good. And as we see BYU start to block and put that pressure on UNLV, a lot of times how teams will respond is either with off-speed shots or tips. They'll try to tool the block, and a lot of times that forces you to make an error. So there could be some hitting errors as well.
Westman. Hampson blocked. Hard soft. Plenty of height for Carpenter, but into the net. So 2-1, the Rebels take their first lead of the match. Westman serving. She's 7th in blocks per set, averaging 1 on the dot. Rogers quick to Snow, and that one, I think, was sailing out. Westman got a hand on it.
Well, a good adjustment from Stephanie Snow. Like you said, that set very low to her, so she couldn't get a good arm swing on it. Just kind of had to punch it over. But a good adjustment.
Glendenning, Thomas. And Clark set that ball. Glendenning comes flying over. Carpenter right there. Keeler blocked, and Hampson keeps it up. Clark, and free ball swing from Carpenter. Neff off hands. Rogers puts that to Carpenter. The back, and Carpenter slams it home.
The longest rally of the night so far. Shea Golding told her squad, and anytime you play Las Vegas, you know defensively they're going to be tough, so you've got to be patient on offense. It's not going to go down the first ball kill every single time. You might have to take 3, 4, 5 swings per rally to get the kill.
Hampson with the ace. She's really been solid. 3rd in the conference in service aces per set. 16 on the season. She didn't play the first 6 matches as BYU anticipated redshirting her, and then saw a need, and Shea Golding knew she was ready, and Elaine Michaelis also adding to Shea. I think she's ready. So got her in there, and it's been a nice addition. Service error. UNLV yet to have a service error tonight. BYU with 3.
See Folly-Maka coming in for Keeler in the back row for UNLV.
Good serve from the freshman from Branstad. Carpenter. Too much for the passers. Another point for Brigham Young. You see several Utah players in this, like you mentioned. Folly-Maka, then Moyai, the 2 Utahns that found their way to Vegas. Alice to Neff, another block. My goodness.
Kiana Rogers, you could see her saying finally on that play. She was really trying to match up to watch her hitter get right in front of her, and she drops that right hand to keep that ball in the court, keep herself from being used.
Stephanie Snow with 5 block assists, as well as Hampson with 5. Neff way off the net, and that's out.
Well, and that's what we're talking about. As you continue as a hitter to get blocked and blocked every time you go up, you start to force it and try to find other things to do. Neff has done a pretty good job offensively with the pressure she's on, but that error right there could have been a result of just trying to adjust and not get blocked.
7-4. Neff will serve for the Rebels. Miso off hands. Moyai gets it back and throws it off the block out of bounds. Moyai didn't have the best first set. Comes back and gets the kill there, her 3rd of the night.
Well, and I think that's what's important for both these teams to remember. It was just the first set. Hopefully BYU can forget about it, move on, try to maintain their level as UNLV gets more confident and puts together a run of their own.
Service ace for Neff. Make it 2 tonight. And 7 on the year. 4 total on the night for UNLV. And they continue from the service line.
Pick on Carpenter in the backcourt. That's the second time we've seen UNLV get 2 aces in a row. And mentally, that passing is just so important for your confidence when you get back there.
Tasia Afalaba, the freshman, comes in for Carpenter to pass. Rogers dumped it right where Neff came in at the last moment from serving. That ball backed out of bounds.
Oh, it was a nice shot from Soon to step in and get that pass up to the net. The perfect pass after 2 aces. It's good to step in and show that. You know, we've talked so much about the defense for BYU improving. BYU coming into this season did not have a libero. And so you have 2 players in the backcourt who played high school volleyball only in Montana, then sat for 2 years, didn't play volleyball at all, and then are forced to come into a great conference and provide the bulk of the ball control for this Cougar squad. So that's a lot of pressure on Hartsock and Soon.
They've done a nice job there. It's one thing to be good, it's another just not to be noticed in a spot where you're walking and come in, and they've done a nice job of producing. Moyai on the kill a moment ago. That one's sent back over. Soon had to keep it up. Nisam sends it over. Lauhi. That one blocked and drops in for the Rebels.
And there's that transition offense, transition kill. UNLV working so hard, not only to get the ball up to the net, but then to get a kill out of that. You see Madeline Westman doing a nice job to transition, get her footwork up, and be available.
Wow, Nisam off the net. Ooh, a lightning bolt there. That one off touch, point Cougars. 10-9.
Well, there's that patience we talked about. The first kill not going down, a great defensive play. Christina Meeson having to take a couple swings to eventually get the point.
Meeson hitting 400, no errors, 4 kills on 10 swings. Ooh, right into the face of Hartsock, so a facial for both sides.
And you can see how quick the set for UNLV is. On this play, you can see the one, how quickly Westman gets up and is available. And that ball just goes right through the arms of the BYU block.
And Warner probably feels worse about it because it through her hands. Joust, but drops on the UNLV side. And Moyai thought it'd be closer to the net, and that one just dropped to her left. The Carpenter back in on the front row for Afalama. Neeson to serve. Glendenning back set to Moyai. Up the middle, and look who's heating up in the middle. It's Westman. They've been feeding her last couple of attempts.
She's definitely the hot hand. 3 quick kills just in this series alone. And when that ball goes up to the net, especially at a transition, which is not off of a serve, anytime there's a dig up to the net, UNLV loves to run that middle, get that middle of the ball quickly.
Let's check in with Lakia Holmes.
Well, Jeremy mentioned earlier that the team has won 13 straight sets. One of the things that Coach Golding told me was that one of the things that the team has struggled with so far this season is endurance. And the fact that they've played, this is their 4th match in a week, that seems to be kind of coming into play during the second set. And another example is during the game against Air Force on Thursday. They came out strong in sets 1 and 2 and then fell behind in set 3. So for them to be able to stay focused mentally and be able to endure for an entire match is one of the things that the Cougars have been working on this season.
Thank you, Lakia. And the Cougars, luckily, last couple of matches with those sweeps haven't had to endure much. Just get out in 3, call them short match, go home with the W.
Well, they definitely want to finish strong, and I think that's a great point, especially when you get against teams that are good defenders, because it is mentally taxing to have to work so hard for a point in a rally that may take 20 seconds every single time when you've got multiple swings on the ball. You've got to be able to stay not only physically strong, but mentally tough as well.
Thomas, what at Clark? Rogers slide to snow off the block for BYU, 14.